Welcome to episode 93 of the Hoop Threads podcast, here with another prospect spotlight with another really good young guard out of Philly, RJ Smith, 2026, 5'8" point guard, plays with Imhotep and with the New Jersey Scholars for AAU. RJ, how's it going, brother?
It's going good.
All right, man. Well, glad to have you here. Let's get right into it. Tell me about your first kind of like highlight play or first crossover where you got somebody. I'm sure there must be someone at least from this past season.
When we played Archbishop Ryan in the cities,
Mhm.
I did an open court. I did a crossover. He spun and ran a little bit, and then I got to the bucket and finished.
There you go. The last part's the most important. So I've seen you play a couple times, Philly Live. You guys came down to play at Spalding, the school I coached at. Got to see you guys down there as well as some other events kind of throughout the year. I think that the biggest strength in your game is just kind of the way that you're able to handle the ball. You got the ball on a string, so to speak. You're really aggressive in the open court and the half court and make really high IQ reads. You can also shoot the ball, which allows you to play off the ball a little bit as well. Playing with some other high level guards. So I don't really see a ton of weaknesses in your game. I think just getting stronger, as you grow will be important, especially defensively, because they'll try to have some guys post you up, I'm sure, down the line if they haven't already. What are some strengths and weaknesses in your game? Is that kind of a fair assessment?
My strengths, my ball handling, my IQ, get everybody involved, and especially my defense.
Mhm.
And I feel like some weaknesses is just handling the ball more, just getting downhill, being stronger in the lane.
Okay. Got you. What are some differences in the game, at the high school level now that you're at Imhotep versus, AAU and middle school basketball?
Well, high school, the strength is different, the speed, the way you got to think. Middle school, it's just free run. We can just play, get up and down. But high school, you really got to put your all into it.
Okay. You picked a really good school, Imhotep Charter School in Philly, playing for Coach Andre Nowell. Has had a lot of success, recent success, as well as, the last, at least I think 5 or so years. I think he's been there longer than that. They're naming the court after him this year. So talk about why you chose Imhotep, and then also why you enjoy playing for Coach Nowell.
I chose Imhotep because the style of play is the way I play defense. We had free run on offense. We got free run at everything we could do. Like the way we get up and down, the way we pressure the ball, that's great for me because I like to play 94 feet.
That's important for sure. Talk about what you've learned this past season playing behind some really high level guards with Ahmad, Nowell, and as well as Rahmir, Barno, and some others.
Just learn we're gonna have tough days, we're gonna have good days, and just to play through it, don't get down on ourselves, just lead and be a leader.
Okay. What have you learned this season? At times you've been off the ball because one of those two have been on it. In addition to, I think in some spurts, they played you three at the same time, toward the end of the first half. What have you learned about playing off the ball and kind of finding your rhythm within the offense, despite, a role that you might not be used to, at least from the jump?
I had to learn I gotta do other things than offense, play defense, dive on the floor, hustle.
Mm.
And then when my shot do come, I hit the open shot because they will find me. Rahmir and Ma will find me.
100%. So next we're going to kind of talk about a time that you faced some adversity. It could be this year, it could be, a couple of years before this. Talk about a time that you faced adversity and some tools that you used to navigate through that period.
It was the second game of City of Palms when we played Archbishop Stepping It. It was when we played Boogie Flame and Danny Corbucci. They put me in and I was guarding Danny, and I had got 2 early fouls. And I really couldn't figure out on defense what to do with them. And then they sat me because I had 2 fouls, and I really didn't play that much. But then me and Coach Andre, we had a talk after the game about just keeping my head into it. And then that next game, I did well. I played well, did well on defense most of the game.
There you go. Okay. Talk about the difference in your role with Imhotep versus the Scholars.
Right now, at this point, I'm point guard. I'm the point guard for Imhotep now, and I got the ball in my hands more. But with Scholars, I had to share. I had to share the floor with Ian Williams. That goes to Carroll.
Mhm.
I had to share the ball with him, so that's different.
Okay, I got you. Who's the hardest worker you've ever been around, and what have you kind of taken from their game and their habits?
Ahmad, Nowell, and Yamir Satterfield. Like those were the ones. Like after practice, I would get on the gun with shoot, get in the weight room shoot. That was like every day after practice. And Carnell Henderson, my
Mm.
teammate now.
Okay. What is the best habit that you have in your daily routine? Whether that's, working out, whether that's waking up early, getting shots up, meditating. What's the best habit that you have right now, or maybe something that you're looking to add this season?
Um, staying focused on one specific thing, just getting the job done,
Okay.
just being the best version of myself.
Okay. Tell me about your gym schedule. What parts of your game have you been working on the most since the end of the high school season, and kind of what have you added that you think will be a new part of your game this fall when you start playing again?
I just been getting stronger the last couple months, getting stronger, getting my ball handler tighter, different finishes around the rim, my mid range.
Okay, got you. What matchup do you look forward to the most, whether it's individual or a team matchup that could be AAU or high school?
Uh, from what I believe, we're gonna play St. Joe's Prep during the season. That's a matchup I look forward to having.
Okay, gotcha. What do you do that makes you stand out from the competition? And, how do you think you'll contribute to winning at the next level, when you get to college in a few years?
I'm I'm a little guard, so I feel like I play defense, I hit the open shot, and I make good reads as a point guard.
Okay, got you. One of your best values to the team right now, outside of the playmaking that we talked about, is your shooting. What have you learned about taking the right shot and impacting the game outside of shooting when it's not falling?
Knowing that other teams watch film and they know I'm a shooter, so they run out hard. They close out. I just rip, get a paint touch and make the right read, either as a pass or I got my own shot.
Okay, tell me a part of your game that flies under the radar or is a bit undervalued.
Um, the way I handle the ball.
Hmm. Hmm.
I feel like I really turn the ball over.
Mhm. Yeah, I was about to touch on that. I think that's something that's really, really stuck out to me when I've watched you, is that you kind of play with pace and double teams don't really bother you. Either in the full court when teams are pressing, or kind of in the half court, you're able to kind of stay patient, under control, and take care of the rock, which is really important, as you progress in this game. So what parts of the floor do you feel the most comfortable right now? And then what are some, areas that you kind of don't feel super comfortable that you're kind of working on? So top of the key, wing, corner, talk about that.
Um, I feel I feel one of my strengths is playing around the perimeter, and then and sometimes just working on getting in the lane, shooting my floater over the big, or when the big steps up, or drop down a pass to my big.
Hmm. Got you. Okay. So game on the line. What's your go-to move? Are you calling for a ball screen? Where do you want the ball? What type of move are you getting into?
It depends on who's guarding me. If I feel like the defender can't guard me, just clear it out and and get the best shot possible.
Okay. Got you. What if you feel like he can guard you? You need a ball screen, or what are you looking?
Yeah, I definitely get a ball screen, work off of that, get downhill, get a layup or whatever is open.
Trying to get to the rim. Okay. So rank these in order of, importance to you, that you value and that you enjoy the most. So game winning assist, game winning bucket, and game winning defensive stop.
Uh, one defensive stop, two assists, and three bucket.
Okay. Got you. So what do you value, the most in the people around you, on and off the floor? Is it trust? Is it honesty? Is it work ethic? Is it accountability? What are some things that are important to you as a person as well as a basketball player?
Being accountable, just the trust they have in me.
Hmm. Hmm.
being able to play free and knowing that they have trusted me to do and make the right decisions.
Okay, got you. So outside of basketball, tell me about some of your interests and hobbies. How do you spend your time when you're not on the floor? And then also, if basketball doesn't work out for you, if your career ended tomorrow, God forbid, what would your plan be?
Outside of basketball, I play video games. And if basketball wasn't like in the plans, I would try to become like a trainer. Like
Okay. Okay, got you. So you guys had a really successful season, at Imhotep this past year. Give me your goals for this next season, individual and team, and that can be high school and AAU.
definitely try to go undefeated, win a state championship, win every national game we play, and definitely win another public league.
Okay, got you. Um, what has been your happiest moment on a basketball court, so far?
When we won City of Palms,
Okay, gotcha. Talk about that feeling. Talk about the
uh,
teams that you had to beat to get there.
we played a team out of Louisiana. First game, we beat them by like 18-19. Second game, Rahmir hit a buzzer beater against Archbishop Stepinac when it looked like we wasn't going to win. But we pulled it out. We won that. After that, I knew we was going to win that whole tournament. And
Mhm.
then the next round, we played Isaiah Kohler and their team, beat them. And we played the Booster Twins, and then that's beat them by 20. And that's when we won.
Okay. What sets Philly basketball, apart? Is it a style of play? Is it, a certain type of guard? Is it the tenacity you guys play with? What sets Philly basketball apart from, the rest of the country?
The grittiness, the mental toughness,
Hmm.
just the all around, just being a strong minded player.
Okay, got you. And then, you have some really good young teammates. There's a pair of 2026 wings on your team. I'm blanking on their names. Help me out with that.
Zair
Yeah.
Muhammed and yeah, he's the only 2026 wing.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
One of them might be a 2025. He was like about 6'6", 6'7".
Six,
Blanking on that might be.
2025. We only got one 2025.
Okay.
Carnell.
Okay. Might have been someone that was just playing with you this summer. But what do you see in his game? What is that you guys are going to have to grow together, as this
Yeah,
team kind of goes together. And I think he's got a pretty high ceiling. What do you think about of his game like right now and then where it can get to and, how you can kind of help him get there as his point guard?
God, Zaire is he a hard worker.
Mhm.
Like from last year to this year, like this summer, he got like really he got better. Like like been in the gym with him, seen him in the gym. Like he got more athletic. He he can shoot better now. And his ceiling high. His ceiling very.
Mhm. Got you. Then I actually meant to say Munir Greig, class of 2027 wing. Talk about his game and kind of where you guys see each other kind of growing together over the next couple seasons.
He right now he's young. He still got a lot of growth. For being 2027, he's a prospect. Like his ceiling is very high too. Like long as he stay around us, he's gonna be fine.
Got you. Where's he kind of comfortable? What do you think his role is going to be this upcoming season? Where is he successful kind of scoring the ball? What do you see in his game right now?
His success comes from getting downhill, like a lot of fast breaks, running the floor. Like
Mhm.
he right now, he's not really a breakdown guy. Like he's a catch, rip, get to the rim.
100%. Yeah, super athlete for sure. All right, last two questions. Who do you model your game after right now? Are there certain point guards or certain teams
Uh,
or playing styles that you watch that you emulate?
Chris Paul with his like pick and roll, reading the floor,
Hmm.
and a little bit of like Kyrie, like handling the ball, like that, his finishes, that type of stuff.
Okay, got you. So your father, Ryan Senior, is big time, in your life and in your development. Local, well-respected ref as well. That does a good bit of your training. Talk about what you learn, from him and from his game and from his experience, as well as some things that he's toughest on you about. Throughout the season and just in general. When you guys are getting shots up and getting workouts in over the summer.
Just being accountable, just 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 being yourself. Just not just always being a leader.
100%. Got you. Last question, what is your why? Why do you play the game of basketball? Why do you put so much time and so much work into it? Why is it so important to you? What is your why?
I love the game. Like it is like I just love to play basketball. I,
Got you. Well, I think you have a really bright future ahead of you, young man. I'm looking forward to watching you play this next season and then, the next 3 years. What last question is kind of what do you see, what style of play, or what type of university or what type of coach do you think you're going to want to eventually play, at the next level, public, private, East Coast, West Coast? Do you have any ambitions to, be the guy on your team versus kind of be, not a role player, but, the second or third, option,
sure.
you know what I'm saying, on a winning team? What are you looking for once you get to that point?
Like far as what?
When you're looking at schools, colleges down the line.
Oh, I would love to go to Auburn.
Mhm.
That type of school.
What
Tennessee.
about their style of play?
Like Auburn, like their guard, like a lot of guards that come out there, Sharif Cooper, Tahad Pettiford's going there. Like
Mhm.
they do small guards. And Tennessee, the kids like Kai Ziegler's there in Tennessee. Like they really favor small guards.
Got you. Appreciate the time. Best of luck this season. Look forward to watching you again.
For sure.